What's up, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube? It's Cthulhu the Dark One coming at you once again live and uncut through the power and magic through that thing we call the internet. This time we're taking a look at the Transformers Prime, Optimus Prime. Now this is the Voyager class Prime. I managed to finally track one of these down on my shopping trip out of town. Show off his box real quick. A couple other reviewers have noticed it is Transformers Prime. There. But for some reason, the subline is called Robots in Disguise. And it actually kind of ticks me off that they just kind of cut and paste the thing from the movie on there. So you can still see the Cybertronian scribbles on there. Mine are great, but whatever. It's Transformers Prime, Robots in Disguise, Optimus Prime, Autobot, Hasbro. Anyway. Voyager class, just more of the box. Box art, you know. Same old stuff, showing you all his features. Gratuitous show advertisement. The hub, of course, which if you don't know is mostly owned by Hasbro. A little bit of a bio and his stats. So, and he comes in robot mode in the box and has a little gimmicky, light-uppy thing here. Not too bad. Price range, honestly, I hate to say that my memory fails me because I bought it with like 3 other things, so I can't honestly remember. But anyway, it wasn't too bad. But anyway, nice little truck mode. Optimus Prime is a truck. You know, what can you say? Red and blue, looks like a semi. That's pretty much a win. Autobot symbol there on the hood. And on top there, I would have liked 2 on top just to match, but that one's there mostly to make it screen accurate in robot mode, because he only has it on the one shoulder in that. But pretty good. Not too many panel lines. You know. Weapon storage, it actually in the instructions tells you to peg these in each of these single holes. I just feel it takes up too much room when it kind of unofficially fits in there. That's actually his feet. It does hold it. It's not the, you know, you're not going to be able to pretend drive him upside down and it's going to stay in there. But part of it is his sword, and the other part is his gimmick gun that lights up. You pull this back and pew, it lights up like it's shooting. Yeah. I hate toy gimmicks. If you've seen some other videos, you know that. But anyway, Transformers usually they just get by with some like crappy transforming gimmick or something. Like I know the revealers have a thing where like their head will pop up during transformation or whatever. This does not. This is just basically your standard Transformer. So what you'll do, there's a couple ways you can start. What I like to do is just pull the legs down a little bit, fold the shins, I guess, out, which do sort of peg in, but not really. They're not like super on there, but these upper joints that make them fold are tight enough to where mine stay put, so can't really complain. Let's see, then you can separate the smokestacks here, fold them down out of the way. Brain fart, sorry. Take the top of the cab here. Detach it. I swear it does detach. Okay. Maybe my brain fart has led me to miss something. Okay, legs, check. Go ahead and then his feet, you just fold out from the inside and rotate around. Fold down and rotate around. And there are his legs. There we go. Handle just wasn't loose enough. And then what you'll do is the front cab, kind of wiggle it all loose. You can flip the grill forward. That'll help it a little bit there. And if you keep your camera looking at what you're talking about, you see that the light wheel and that side flip down, and then the top hood part stays in place. So you kind of wiggle them apart, flip that down. If you want, you can go ahead and flip these up. Just kind of get them out of the way. That's ultimately his back. His Optimus Prime cape. The arms are kind of interesting. Make sure I get this on camera. Okay. So basically, you come out. Well, actually, sorry. Before you mess with the front arms, like the front pieces of the hood here, you do need to detach the top of the cab to give it room to give. Just kind of pull that back, like so. Then what you can do is this whole kind of gray piece, you can see is kind of one whole piece. You kind of flip out a little bit. Show you there. Again, just kind of flip it out. Kind of like the top piece angles, and then that flips at the same time. Ultimately, kind of want them upwards. Then his head is just on the underside of the grill. So you just flip that up like so. And then what I like that this one has over some of the newer ones is it doesn't have the fake windshield chest built in. So what you'll do, you'll flip the chest up, and it all kind of just collapses in on itself, kind of no real other place for it to go, sort of thing. And the windshield kind of does separate during transformation automatically. But if it happens to, like here it is, how it would be closed in truck mode, you just press it on the sides and that opens it up for transformation. Just kind of wiggle, get everything in there, it kind of snaps in. The arms, start with the shoulder piece, the little sliver there, just flip that out, and then it just collapses all the way down, actually snaps in place. Again, flip the, get it in focus, come on. Anyway, you flip the fangy looking piece down, and just collapse it all onto the shoulder. And clip it in. Mine, I'll note, I guess just depending on how far ahead you get of yourself in transformation, I had a little bit of trouble with my head getting caught, like rotating inward when I would transform him. So just be wary. It is really well painted, and I'll show that in a second. It'd be a shame to scrape some of that. But then all that's left for the arms, you just kind of rotate them around into place. They were like that. And then flip his hand down. Again, rotate, flip his hand down. And there is Transformers Prime, Optimus Prime, in robot mode. Fairly screen accurate. I didn't get in on the first editions, which I am sad, but and they were incredibly screen accurate. But this isn't bad. Aside from his cape on the back, that'd be about my only gripe. The blue for the gimmick is kind of bleh. But give a shout out to Pial showing in his review. You get like a red Sharpie, you can color that over, and it actually looks like it was made that way. So it'll just be kind of a translucent red. But yeah, everything folds up really nice. Fairly posable figure. Nice hip joint, upper leg swivel, full knee, full ankle. You just kind of got to watch the chest piece because it doesn't peg in. The arms are tight enough to kind of make the chest move, but pretty good range of arm movement. Elbow, upper bicep. Not much on wrist. I can go up and down. That's about the extent of that. And then the head's on a ball joint. So, get into that detail I mentioned. It is actually really detailed. Like, I like it for such a little thingy. You can kind of see the circuitry in his chest there behind the windshield. The paneling on his chest, or on his abs. Didn't have the super robo abs that the movie one had. You look at the feet there. I mean, overall, pretty good. Like I said, screen accurate enough to not pay the money for the first editions because they are very expensive now. But yeah, good little figure. I want to say it probably was no more than like $20 at best at Toys R Us. Could be wrong. If somebody just goes and finds one at Toys R Us and buys it, feel free to leave in the comments below how much you paid for it, because that's actually where I found mine. My local Walmart has a handful of the, like, it has like the Bumblebee, Cliff Jumper, and Wheeljack. And when I went there to get those, they were sold out. So much for that. The weapon, which is way too big, and I'm personally not going to display with mine, that folds out. You just snap in the peg there, and basically the gimmick is this lights up, and it kind of lights into there, and whatever. I probably will display him with this sword. He does hold it. Just kind of finagle it in there. It's weird. It's like like he kind of has molded fingers, but the grip for the like to hold something is very circular and very much in the back of the hand. But just slide it in there. And there you have them. I know I said, probably, I think in an earlier video, that I wasn't going to mess with Transformers Prime stuff, that I was just going to wait till Generations Fall of Cybertron, but what can I say, I'm a sucker for Transformers. So, I got a handful, and I'll get another couple handful. Like, I definitely want Soundwave. I just gotta find a new shelf to put them on. But, other than that, really good toy. If you don't want to pay the price for the first editions, which are up there now, since you can't even like get them in the U.S. anymore. They officially stopped sending them to us, like to retailers. Pretty worth it. Can't complain. So, got some more reviews coming, so stay tuned.